And how's everyone doing today? How you doing, Slim? Oh, come on, game. There we go. Let me just turn off. There we go. There we go. We're in. How y'all doing? I have literally been sitting here eating a cold steak with
Light mode.
hands. It's cooked, don't worry, but it is cold. I needed some more power, can you tell? Yes, I really did surround the entire world with wind wind turbines, just because I could. And because it was more cost effective for power than solar. But I do have a trickle of red science going. Sorry, I'm still eating. I do have a trickle of red science going. You know, I really have not done that much in the way of setting up infrastructure. I just got red science working to a degree. It's not great. Definitely gonna have problems with backlogging fluids soon, but it's running. So as long as it's still running, I'm not going to complain.
Light mode.
For that matter, I should probably queue up vertical construction
Upgrade complete.
before too long. So I'll be able to put cool. And now
Cruise mode.
And now I can fly between planets if I want. Nice. How you doing, Ghost? Yeah, no, I am being a little gluttonous with this steak right now. I apologize. But, so we're at the point I am. Yes, thank you for telling me things. Yeah, I heard about that from you. Dude, that sucks. It's happened to me once or twice. And it's part of the reason why I went out of my way to make sure my pretzel was on a different channel on my mixer.
走れソリよ風のように月見原をパドルパドル
I'm unashamedly going to admit that I was playing Fate Grand Order when that event first went live. I was there for the war crime. Oh, I think I want 3 of these. Yeah. Now that what's up, Reaper? Been a while, man. Thank you for the resub. I saw that. Ghost, why are you trying to shave the panda? Dude, it is alright. It is alright. Why are you trying to shave the panda, Ghost? So I have been.
Flight mode.
No, yeah, no, I'm still staying with my parents, you know, to save money while I, you know, to get a new apartment. So I've been sans face cam for a while. Ghost, we don't go for the animal abuse here. You know that. But yeah, I'm currently trying to build an entire ring of foundations around the equator of the planet. Just because it'll let me set up an entire ring of solar around the planet for power. To be fair, Ghost, I'm pretty sure over in Australia they have more rights than you or I do. So... Yeah, no, the Aussie spider population is always a little terrifying. Just ask Dirk or Slim. Dirk lives there and he's absolutely terrified. You know that has got to be the worst place to live as an arachnophobe. God, imagine being an arachnophobe living there. Oh, cool. We're almost back. Fair enough. One moment. Wasn't the guy who wrote Animal Farm British?
Flight mode.
Also explains the pigs in a wig, too. Not enough dirt to make the foundation level. Wow. That's screwed up. You know, I probably have, and I probably regret watching them. You're in Texas now? Oh, I'm so sorry. On the positive side, you're close to shade. Yeah, I probably have, and like I said, I probably regret it. Alright, that is a full belt of foundation around the planet. I know it's weird to be proud about that when later on I'll be covering half of a planet in one go. But that is a complete loop around the planet with a foundation, making it, all the way around the widest point of the planet. Yeah. Yeah, you kind of are trapped in the heat down there. Anything to burn? Yeah, wood. Yeah. So I do have. So we have to look at the. Where is it? No, that is not the next matrix. The next matrix is yellow. There it is. Structure matrix. It requires diamonds and organic crystals, it looks like. If I remember those correctly. Or titanium crystals. Diamonds and titanium crystals. So, which I don't even have the ability to make titanium crystals yet. But more importantly, we can't mine titanium on the planet. So in order to do that, we're going to have to go multi-planetary. If it makes you feel better, my own brain can't comprehend it either. I'm humming a few bars and hoping I get by. Yeah, I hear you. Alright, so it looks like we are going to be, the one do I have a few of these? Yeah, I do have a few, but I'd rather have more. FBI, open up! Bro, that made me pucker. Thank you for that. Alright, let's I sworn I'd automate. Oh, running into it. We need to go to another planet to get titanium. That would mean from you, Reaper, that's actually a little scary. Yeah. The whole cop thing. Alright, we got no titanium on the closest one to us. It looks like we're having to fly all the way. Hands are up behind my head. Oh, sweet. Good wind ratio here, too. Dude, the problem is most of the games I like playing don't have much that can do crowd. So it makes it hard for me to justify doing crowd. I think we just went inside a planet's belly button there.
Application complete.
Alright, and how many of these do I have on? 72 is not enough. And I'm not going to be able to come back for more of these, so let's grab all
Research
of them.
complete.
Liquor store sim. Oh my god, that sounds like you are going to traumatize somebody.
Flight mode.
Alright, so we just gained the ability to make hydrogen fuel. Does that require titanium? Oh, that actually kind of bothers me. That requires titanium. Yeah, how did that go, by the way? I was the only one who voted. I was a little irritated for you. And nobody else voted. Ghost had a vote for his next stream and nobody showed up to it.
Flight mode.
I'm pissed off for him about it. Let me actually, before we take off, let me locate my
Flight mode.
there it is. Let me grab a stack of energetic graphite. Extra supplies. And we are officially on our way to another planet. And we're out of power. I don't think he is. I could be wrong, but I don't think he is. Yeah, he did. You did have a law. You had a legendary tier sub streak. It's always weird the first time you gotta fly to another planet. Like, is my power gonna make it?
Cruise ended.
Nice. Made it. Ghost, I'm pretty sure it only lets you let you post that because you're on my mod. Holy cow, I can't believe it let you post that. Alright, where's the titanium? There's the titanium. Is it? Okay, I was about to say, is it really only one thing of titanium? Oh, nope, there's some. Why? Why do you need to get me on something called Vane? Alright. Well, apparently there's phenomenal wind power here, so... Let's throw on water turbines. That might be fun. That might be fun if it's actually like you're describing. Alright, so I would rather process this titanium on the planet. Alright, so we're looking at, I'm still using yellow belt because I'm lazy like that. That might be fun. That might be fun. Come on, get out of here. This is in the way. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, you'll be saving up for a while with the way prices are currently. Good luck on that. Yeah, there are definitely some things about this game that could be better, but overall I enjoy it. Literally, dude, I warned you it was going to happen too. I warned you that was going to happen. Yeah, I do seem to attract a lot, a lot of streaming friends that are that stubborn. Yeah. But then there's me casually running Minecraft mod packs that have 700 or 800. That sounds like something that will have every Hamtaro fan ready to murder me. No thank you. They're already rabid enough without inviting the danger. I mean, to be fair, it's PETA. You should be doing stuff like that to PETA. Yeah, it was legitimately a case of you have been warned. I misaligned that. Or did I? Also, I did the stupid thing. I need a what? Oh, throw it back, a twerk emote. You do not want me throwing it back. But then I remember that Reaper is the one who tried to get me into a maid outfit. Yeah, no, I know. Your bank fucked everything up on that one. To be fair, you needed the money. You were in the hospital with COVID. Not while I'm in my parents' house, man. Not while I'm in my parents' house. Maybe once I'm back on my own again. This time I'm getting a place by myself. Also, you'd have to do it via bits because I had to shut down my PayPal after that because they banned me from using the platform. Yeah. No, I don't blame you. Don't feel bad. I don't blame you. I blame them for for not being clear in their communications. Apparently, I need some copper. Yep. Yeah, they thought I was laundering money because the first income I ever made on it was $500 and it hit the limit. Yeah, it was legitimately a case of he sent the money, and then as soon as he sent the money, he ended up in the hospital unconscious for days on end. So it's, not his fault. It's more mine for not doing small payments first. But as a result, I only yeah, I mean, you glad you survived, man. Oh, and I am full up on space, apparently.
Insufficient
Come
materials.
on, how much longer? Nah, yeah, no, I can believe it. I can believe it. It was that time of year where, it was just that time where everything was
Replication
fucked
complete.
to hell and back. Let me just charge up my mech a little, and we will fly back with our dubious bounty to our main base. It's Alphard 3. It's this one. Oh, it is below us.
Flight mode. Cruise mode. And let's speed this up. I mean, no. Well, the thing is, yes, druggies do use it. But me and my roommates at my previous place used Cash App to send the money back and forth between us for rent. Because one of us didn't have a bank account, the other only used online banking. I was the only one with a physical bank that I could go and get money out at. So they ended up having to send their rent to me every month, along with any bills that we had to pay in cash. I mean, the biggest downer I have towards Cash App is it was made by the same guy who made X. My issue is more in the dude. The dude knows that it's primarily used by drug dealers, and is just like, yeah, fuck it, fuck you guys, I don't care. No, the guy, Jack Dorsey. Yeah, he has basically said in interviews, I don't care, it makes me money. Which is just, tells you everything you need to know. Elon bought it. Elon bought Twitter. He didn't make it. Mm-hmm. I mean, to be fair, when you see him, he looks like every one of those wannabe gym bros. That holy shit. What? To be fair, I have been meaning to set up. I do have Stream Elements. I do have Stream Elements that would let me set up a payment portal, but I just haven't done it because I've been a little leery of it since then. It'd be legitimately though, I'd receive more of the money if you sent it as $500 in bits than if you bought 500 in subs. I'd receive more of it. But that'd also be enough. I'd have to file taxes on my Twitch income. Wildly enough, that'd make it so I made enough this year that I had to file taxes on my Twitch income. I haven't had to do that yet.
Cruise ended.
Yeah, no, that you're dead right. It does. PTSD got us both on that one. All right, let's see how bad is our. I need to find a way to use more of this refined. I mean, I know one way to use more of the refined. All right. Ready to see me do a... I was about to say, ready to see me do a chthonic nightmare of freaking code, design, but won't be too bad. Because the good news here is because this is... Screw you too. Get out. Because these are right back here. I could just be real shitty and drag these all the way around. They'll probably end up not feeding the last one very well, but it'll work. Yeah, dude. Multiverses, Minecraft Dungeons. Yeah. No, that one. Yeah, he's still banned from my chat, from my channel. That dude is still banned. Never not gonna be banned. He ruined the entire server for a group of nearly 7 people, like 7 or 8 people. Yeah, no, we just ended up spending a whole day chasing him down instead of playing the game like we wanted to. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he really fucked things up for a lot, for all of us that day. And then had the balls to ask us why we were so upset. Yeah, he can still watch me, but I can't stop that. You know? But he's also banned from the Discord.
Mineral depleted.
Wait,
Flight mode.
what's depleted? It said mineral depleted. Where did we deplete? Wait. This one's at. Oh, there was a sixth one and it's gone. Okay. Alright, so, yeah, no. This is just being used to make our, flooring, so I'm not too concerned about it.
Flight mode.
Mm-hmm, yeah. No, that was still... That still pisses me off to this day. Alright, well that did improve our red science a little, at least. This one's almost done. Then we'll get the vertical construction going. Yeah, I think we were at the time, actually. I needed these in order to be able to do this. Because I wanted to be able to get the planetary logistics going before we... Alright, so I need processors as well as particle traps, I think that is. Alright, so we do have 2 builds we need to work on. One, we need to get processors going. And do we not have particle traps research? That means we're, yeah, okay. That means we gotta queue that up first. Ooh, which means we need to get we need to start making graphene, which is sulfuric acid, which, if I remember correctly, oh, is that stone? Stone, refined oil, and water. Okay, so I need to just go ahead and make me a water pump. Oh, wrong end.
Research complete.
Sweet. And that should give me... Nope, because I'm missing that one, I can't. Oh, I can queue it up at least. That's a big one right there. So what's the goal before the end of the stream? To start getting some solar sails in orbit. And if I just go back into my tech, where is it? That's the weapons. Here it is. Solar sail orbit system. I need to be making these solar sails, and I need to be and I need to build some of these launchers. When's the next? Ideally, the next 24-hour stream will be my birthday. I've already got the day of and the day after off. You know how I am. I like to do those for for my birthday and stuff like that, because it requires me taking time off. Yeah, April, early April. If I'm not in an apartment by then, I've got a problem. I will be in an apartment by then.
Flight mode.
Alright, so... I just need one. I need coal and oil together. I mean, I need stone. Is there stone nearby? I could... If it wasn't for the fact that the sulfuric acid is the primary thing I'm trying to make there, I'd be all over where I just found, but there's no stone to pair it with. Dude, I would love to. I would love to. Love to, do all those old games, but, I still ain't been able to get dungeons to launch. I still haven't been able to get dungeons to launch on my system. I'm gonna have to try again. I'm gonna have to try again. Well, I've uninstalled and reinstalled several times, and it still doesn't want to work for me. I'm beginning to think that when they freaking converted it over to Microsoft, they lost my copy of it, so I might need to go rebuy it. Which will piss me off. Yeah, I might need to go do that.
Flight mode.
That's some real bullshit, but, you know how it is. Alright, so... I'm thinking I should do my processor build first. Thankfully I just need, if there was iron right here too, it would be ideal. I can believe it, dude. Are you still winning all the time, or has it been rougher? Have the kids finally started catching up to you? Still getting nerfed at every turn, huh? Damn.
Flight mode.
Let's see. Is there anywhere on the planet that's good for this? This is probably the best spot right here. But it's in the sucky space. Yeah, and of course that got you banned because you were being practical. Yeah. I don't like the idea of playing in this spot, building in this spot, but
Flight mode.
it's legit, I think, the best spot I've got for this. Because I've got stone, copper, and iron. 2 separate paths for iron. But the grid sucks here. So let me grab as with more patience I could probably fit 5 on here. Apparently I have enough patience for that right now. This is legitimately just going to be used to make silicon. So I don't mind, yeah. Oh, God, I remember you telling me about all the arguments you guys got into over it, too. Okay. Do I have space cleared yet? No, I don't. Alright, let's go grab some
Light
foundation. Yeah, I remember that one. Well, I mean, I suppose that's what happens when you dominate several tournaments, you know? Yeah, I know for a while you tried to play Crusader Kings, you know, competitively, didn't you? Ooh, the game got quiet. That's weird. So what was the reason for the move to Texas this time? Better money? Nice. Cheaper being the key part. I swear, if they put as much effort into making things affordable as they do being an asshole, being a general asshole, this country would be, would have no problems. But then again, we wouldn't be America if we weren't a pile of assholes. Nice. Okay, now, have you looked at the historical reason why? Have you looked at the historical reason why? Because as it turns out, we've been going after Greenland longer than you and I have been alive. Like, historically, the reason we've wanted Greenland is because it controls the logistics to and from the U.S., which, as a country trying to protect our territory, is important. No, we didn't have it. We had permission to put things there. We didn't control it. We had permission to put things there. That's all. Okay, we both know that's a completely, those are completely different things. Yeah, no. And hilariously, the only reason we got permission during World War II was because the ambassador was over here in the US when they fell. That was the whole reason that happened, was because the ambassador was here in the US at the time. And he got tried for treason after the war. Yep. When you look at the history of the whole thing, it is legitimately an episode of Jackass in politics. It is a political episode of Jackass. No joke. He didn't have the government's permission, is what they argued. The government that was deposed at the time it happened. Yeah. He knew it was going to happen too. He accepted it. No one ever said it was smart, just that it happened.
Flight mode.
All that just for silicon. I feel kind of silly for that. Alright, give me just a moment. Give me just a moment. I gotta go check on the dog because she is barking. All right, y'all give me just a minute. I'll be back in a few minutes. All right. All right, I'm sorry about that. Now, as it turned out, we had a guy coming. I forgot that they told me we had somebody coming to, nice. Yeah, they had somebody coming to replace the, hardwired in fire alarm. You know, fire, and, yeah, I forgot about that. So that's what that was about.
Research.
He's already done. All right, so we need to get. So to make the processors that I'm trying to make here, we need electronic circuits, or circuit boards, and microcrystalline components. Yeah. Oh, you're still good? Sweet. So this is what we need for the microcrystalline, and we just... we could... She's still barking, but he's also outside. He might... give me just a moment. Sorry about this. I have to keep checking on it. You feel old? How you think I feel? Oh. I think I feel like I got a bed the other day and almost hurt myself. Shouldn't need too much copper from this. I could probably get away with just doing 2. Dude, they've still, the clip where I almost puked on because of the, I've got the clip saved where I almost puked because of the mystery bottle. That clip's actually up on YouTube. And yes, for my birthday, I will be doing mystery bottles. No clam or oyster juice, though. Yeah, that's like, at this point, that's pretty much birthday standard for me, is that's the time of the year mystery bottles come out. I mean, drinking, probably a little. Well, probably, I won't say none, but definitely not no. I currently don't have my headphones all the way on my head because I'm also listening for if the guy knocks on the door.
Upgrade.
Nice. She is losing her shit over there, by the way. The dog, Maisie. All I can hear from the other room is she is hyperventilating almost over the electrician being right outside the house. Sounds like he's getting ready to head out for the head out, so that's a good thing. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you took a real career to the knee. I keep taking middle rate, low rate jobs to the knee. Which I'm still surprised about. You were actually pretty big on the YouTube thing. Hell, you're pretty much the reason I posted anything to YouTube. Yeah, they do get more views, that's for sure. I just don't have a lot of time for editing, so it keeps falling by the wayside for me. Twitch does help a lot. Twitch does help a lot with the way you can download clips in vertical format. That does help a lot. Not gonna lie. Alright, so processors. So microcrystalline requires copper and silicon, and the circuit boards require copper and iron. So my best bet here is gonna be
insufficient materials.
Splitter to, for my copper line. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you'd been able to keep at it, if your computer hadn't self-destructed like that, you would have probably been monetizing, yeah.
Insufficient materials.
Everyone always jokes like, turn too much? And I still gotta make the iron, but that won't be hard. Not gonna lie, while I was out there, I got some string cheese. The worst experience I ever had streaming? That's a tough call. That's actually a tough call. I'd say the worst time I had streaming was how I felt that last hour of my very first 24-hour stream. My family tells me that last hour I was dancing the Macarena, and you know, so I was completely out of it. And the worst part was when I got done, I distinctly remember not falling asleep for several more hours. Yeah, I was off my rocker that day, you know, at the end of that day. I think I tried to go too ambitious. I tried to go too ambitious on what I was doing for the stream. You know, when I was planning it, and it resulted in me in it just being a chaotic crap catastrophe is the best way I can describe it. Yeah, no, that does not surprise me. The last 2 hours was just endless marbles and music, and that's all I remember. At least I wasn't drunk. I was just exhausted. Dude, I am not even kidding. I am not even kidding. You know why I didn't go to bed right after the stream ended? I had to bring my bed back into the room to go to sleep. Because remember, the couch was in there. Dude, as much as I loved that couch, that couch was the most uncomfortable thing since since the idea of having to, to get a prostate exam when you're not ready for it. That couch was uncomfortable as fuck. I gotta go get more, yeah. No, this time it'll be a lot easier because I understand my limits, and I won't go stupid and try to basically create a world where it's all going on. I fucking tried to do too much, and I recognize that. I tried to do way too much on that stream, and I recognize it. Yeah, now I recognize I screwed up with how much I tried to do on that stream. Now, best experience? Hmm. Oh, sorry, Maisie, I didn't see you down there. She was sitting right between my feet. Didn't see her. Best experience, why is it so easy to pick a bad experience, but it's so hard to pick a good one? The funniest I had during my streaming career, the funniest thing would have probably been the clam juice incident. As much as I hated it, would have been the clam juice incident. The next funniest for the viewers would have probably been me just losing, just having a complete psychotic breakdown during that 24-hour stream. With the dancing in those last 2 hours. Gotta admit, I sucked at dancing, though, huh? Even I can admit my dancing was fucking horrible. I mean, to be fair, I was at the end of a 12-hour stream. I was essentially in an asylum of my own making. I might not be able to. Oh no, I think it is you. Definitely for mod and definitely for longest sub. You're the only one from back then that still shows up more than once in a blue moon. That was not the right one for this one. I mean, I occasionally see Soup on the Discord, but it's getting rarer and rarer. Yeah. Meanwhile, there's me, who's pretty much terminally online on the Discord. I pretty much lit. Dude has been to Popo for nearly a year. If not more. I think I made that your nickname on the Discord when you moved to Michigan. Yeah. I mean, hence why it became your nickname. Before that, it was Bismarck, I think. I think it was Bismarck before that. Yep. This is not an efficient build in the slightest. I probably need 2 more microcrystallines. In fact, I'm pretty sure I can fit 2 more here. In competitive, I'm not surprised. All right, so we have processors, which I think I have one thing currently that needs them, and it's the EM rail ejector. All right, so we gotta get a graphene build going. Oh, that was the whole reason I wanted to do sulfuric acid. And I couldn't find a good area to put it. I mean, to be fair, you blame that more on the company that made the game than the faction. They made it too easy to play that faction powerfully. I mean, to be fair, the U.S. is also away from the bulk of the theater, so it's really easy for for the America faction to be really untouchable early on. All right, let's look around, see. We never did find a good spot for sulfuric acid. But it wouldn't be that hard to leach off of here to get some sulfuric going. Because there's definitely unused stone.
Flight mode. Flight mode.
I mean, it's legitimately a case of the only way you're gonna win the only way you're gonna win in that scenario is if you catch the America player with their pants down. The fact that they're so isolated compared to everyone else means you either catch them unawares or you get, or you get clapped. All right, so for sulfuric acid, we're looking at. I can pull the refined oil off of here, the spare refined oil off. Yeah, no, it never made sense why it was 100%. It was 100. I don't know how to say this without sounding like I'm pro-imperialist Japan, which I'm not. Don't know what I am, honestly. Their big mistake was trying to fight in so many different directions. I know the joke is glorious Nippon Steel, but the fact is, all of Japan's iron mines are very low quality iron. Part of the reason why their katanas have such a history of the how many times the metal has been folded is because that's how many times it took to get the impurities out. Not because it made the sword inherently better, but because they were literally having to beat the impurities out of the steel. So when they started making warships and they were making, they were using modern methods of processing the steel, which still left a lot of the impurities in because it was only going through the furnace and then being beaten to sheets. It wasn't being folded and rebeat and folded and rebeat because that took time. If they had just gone at China and not gone after the US, they would have been able to secure higher quality mines, and develop, and anything they held on to post-war would have helped their industry massively. Yeah, the problem with seeing Japan as overly powerful is they're reliant. They've got a lot of issues with quality of materials. Even now, they import a lot of materials to make their industry work as well as it does. Yeah. You know, honestly, hot take here, but Japan might have had better luck if they tried to ally with China. You know, if they'd approached the biggest power in China at the time and proposed, being allies, they might have actually done, cooked. Of course, at the same time, they wouldn't have been okay with China because, communism. Yeah. All right, so we've got our refined oil, we've got our
Research complete.
we've got our stone. We just need our water. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's... The whole situation was apt, and anyone who thinks otherwise really is kind of sticking their head in the ground as far as, history's concerned. Alright, so that means we need chemical plants. We'll do 4 of them. Probably not enough to meet demand, but it's what we'll go with. And then what do we need to do to make graphene? Which we also need chemical facilities for. Alright, well that'll be a lot easier because, well, we have coal right over there and I can just dedicate some more, I mean, I can't remember who did it, but have you seen that YouTube short by that one streamer? Alright, it's World War II is happening, what are we doing? Not World War II, World War III is happening, what are we doing? And first thing off the rip, Britain, the UK says, okay, let's invade India. and India's just like, the hell? I think it's Youth Pastor Ryan specifically. If my brain is being correct with me today. Yeah, these things are an
Insufficient
absolute
materials.
unit. Yeah, and I need the graphene to be able to make particle containers. Because I need to make the because I need to make planetary logistics stations. Dude, I don't remember about Iceland. I think I do remember you talking about that one at one point. Hey, you made your first sulfuric acid. It's the piss bowl. They really made a piss bowl up there. Look at that. Look at that. Somebody is flushing hard. And before anyone even tries to tell me that's immature humor, bro, it's the internet. Everything is immature humor. I gotta go get more conveyors again. Ooh. Yeah, no, this is normally about when I'm thinking about stopping stream, but I am enjoying myself. I'm not really thinking about stopping at the moment. I'm probably going to soon, but not at the moment. Yeah, let me just start storing up some sulfuric acid here. Oh God! Now you've got me thinking it, hearing it. Oh God! Oh, dude. You have to do that to us?
Oh. God, I hate setting these up. Suppose if I don't care about my ratio and I'm setting him up, and I'm setting him up now instead of waiting.
Research complete.
Yeah, no, I never got this. I'm gonna have to try to figure it out. Well, I mean, I can do a floating head, but it's not the floating head you're excited for. Because I can do this. But the problem is other people can jump in VC while I'm here. Normally, I've got it. You can get a floating head, but it's also an older one. I'm grayer than that now. I am grayer than that picture. And I don't know how to feel about that. Yeah, I'm not really too worried about it today. Like I said, I'm probably not much more for the stream. There is a reason I did that just then. Weirdly enough, there is a good reason for me to do that like that. It makes a buffer. Because now it'll keep filling up that line. It'll keep trying to fill up that box until it can't. And if the line ever runs slow, it'll start pulling from the box once the line fills up. Well, yeah, once it backfills to there. Alright, so I have those available. I just need electronic circuits. It's not one thing, it's another. Okay. All right. I am truly making the spaghetti factory here. Truly, this is the spaghetti factory. I could probably use 3 more of those water, honestly. But
I just need it to limp along for now. I just need it to limp along. I don't need it to be hyper efficient. I just need to get them started so that I can plan out the future. Also, I need to go ahead and queue you up. So that once I get the solar sails going, I can use them.
Flight mode.
That is the side that's got things. This is the side that doesn't. So to actually make the solar sails themselves, I need graphene and photon combiners. Alright, so I need more
Flight mode.
more foundation. I need to delete this water. Alright. So I need energetic carbon instead of coal. I need this stuff, energetic graphite. And I need enough that I'm not going to have to worry about it. So we will be, that was backwards. On Twitch, you should be able to see it. A lot of banned accounts for botting, as usual. Wouldn't be Twitch if there wasn't people being banned for botting. One moment. Hello? Ah, God, you gotta love people who think. Gotta love people that trying to scam you. Mostly, you gotta love that they're probably the most socially acceptable to drop a tungsten rod on from orbit.
Flight mode.
Let's be honest, we all would. let's be full honest. If we had the opportunity to drop a tungsten rod on a scam center, on a scam call center from orbit, we all would. Yeah, I'm getting calls from scam centers again. Yeah, I don't think I've ever met anybody that wouldn't. Like even my dad, when we're at our at our most argumentative, you know, we're both like fuck scammers.
Replication complete.
Yeah, scammers are the one group of individuals that I would say it is socially acceptable to wish their death. Not that you should try to kill them, but that you know, in your head when you're just angry at everything, they're the one group that's socially acceptable to be in your head. God, I wish you wouldn't exist anymore. Oh, I screwed up. Yep, pretty much. There's nothing that could happen to a scam center that would actually make me feel bad for them. For other humans dying, yes. The fact that they're scammers, no. All right, we have graphene. Oh yeah, I love one of my favorite videos I like to watch are scammers getting caught. You know, it is music for the soul. Watching scammers get caught.
Insufficient materials.
Mm-hmm.
Research
Yep.
complete.
Oh, there are a lot of them. Cool. Now when I go to the lava planet again, I'll be able to... Alright. So we have graphene, we have... whatever the hell these things are called, prisms. That is not enough copper for me to justify
Flight mode.
using that for that. All right. I need more.
Flight mode.
Bro, that wasn't legendary. That was just doing a service, and you know it. It was fantastic, but that was just doing the world a service. How did we turn it? We have genuinely turned today's stream into talk shit about politics, and I don't know how we've done that. Hey, look, it's Patrick. All right, so I have a gallon container of water right here in front of me. That this is what I've been drinking outside of streams. I threw 2 of those butterfly pea tea bags in there yesterday. And one of them broke open, and there's just an entire layer of tea material floating on the top of it. It tastes fantastic, you know. But every time I drink it, it's like, okay, now I've got tea leaves in my tea. And I don't have anything big enough to filter it into. I'm just building these little microcosm builds all over the place.
Flight mode.
I mean, to be fair, there is a little bit of salt in the container, so it is saltwater tea.
Flight mode.
Don't ask me why I picked saltwater tea. I just did. If you've never added salt to cheap coffee, you can't complain. Weirdly enough, some salt in the grounds of Folgers before you brew makes it so much better. Just don't use it don't put it directly in the cup. Use it in the grinds. Speaking from experience on that one. Salt in your actual coffee is one of those things that will get the war crime stick out. That reminds me, I've still got that harpoon. Well, boat hook. still got that boat hook in the car. I need to get that into storage. Really wanted to put a new leather wrap on it though. Looks so much better with a leather wrap on it. The only thing saltier than salty coffee is fake friend.
Flight mode. Flight mode.
Reaper. What are you doing Tuesday evening? Are you off Tuesday evening? You work? Alright. Are you up for playing Fabula Ultima? I am looking for enough people for the table, for a tabletop. We'll be playing a you'll be able to play it on your laptop in your browser if you want. But basically we've got a press start campaign for teaching for learning how to play, and I want to run through that with people before I try playing it on stream. I mean, according to their website, no, but you can try. Because we're using the Alchemy Virtual Tabletop for it. Like, legitimately, you're just running a web page. But their website is like, needs to be on a PC. Do you have a tablet? Well, I'm more than happy to have you in the VC to chat along. But I don't know how well you'll be able to play along without it. Yeah, but basically they'll be running through a quick tutorial campaign to learn how to play. Shouldn't take more than 2 or 3 hours, which is the whole reason why we're doing it in the evening, like 6 p.m. To be fair, that's when like half the people that are going to be available are awake, so yeah, and my sleepy ass. I'm gonna have a hard time getting up at that point at that time anyway. Because Ghost is one of the people I'm trying, who's... Oh, All right, fair enough. Yeah, no, it's going on 2.5 hours. This is when I've been calling it a day, unless I've really got something going, unless I'm really cooking and I'm really down into it. But I'm fine with. Dude, I am honestly still hungry even after that, steak I ate at the start of the stream. I'm probably gonna go out and go get something to eat as soon as stream ends. No, not Taco Bell. That is the closest Taco Bell is so far from me now. Besides, my coworkers can tell when I had Taco Bell, and they've gotten cranky with me the last time. I mean, there's a Burger King closer than there is a Taco Bell to me. I'm not even kidding. There's a Burger King closer than there is a Taco Bell.
Research complete.
Dude, I still don't know how I can still stand Taco Bell. Makes sense though. We both kind of fall into that victims. Oh yeah, we both kind of fall into that victims of a misspent youth, category on the fast food front. The last 3 times I've tried to get the you know what's funny? One of the games that I have had the most fun with on stream with other people is a game called Fast Food Simulator, where we're running a burger joint. I know I would never get you on one of those playing on one of those streams, but it would be fun. Like, I didn't think I was going to have fun with it, but I did. I thought I was going to go full... I thought my brain was going to go full trauma mode. Dude, we need... I could run the back room. I can run grill and back up just fine. It's the line I have problems with. What do you mean collide with other object? I was able to go over it. You realize you just talked yourself into trying it? You just talked yourself into trying it, man. What would the wife think of that? Actually, she'd probably find it hilarious watching you do it, wouldn't she? Now I kind of want to get you in on the next time we do it as a group. Ghost, you hear me? If you're still here, we got a genuine Burger King manager here. All right, what was I trying to make? Right, it was these. Dude, it would be a riot seeing you on there with us, man. I mean, I'm not going to say we don't need it. I'm not going to say we don't need it. God knows we do. I can already see you dragging Bugs to the office, dragging Bugs' character to the office and giving him a talking to for being drunk at work. Only a little bit. I'm not proud of it, but I didn't, but it only happened a few times. Yeah, the game is actually pretty lenient. As long as you get the burgers between 95% and 115, they're not gonna, it works. Brother, I'm not sure Bugs has been sober in the last 6 months. It's even funnier because the character I choose to play as, because you can customize and decorate your avatar a little bit. I usually play as a female character just to confuse people. And I have a voice changer, even if it's kind of a bad one. Let's see, where is it? Where's my voice changer?
See? It's not very good, but it's a little bit better than nothing. Huh? I hope you're gonna be okay today, honey.
I never said it was good. Never said it was good, but at least I have one. Alright, let's go grab some steel. Apparently don't have a lot of backlog steel. Oh, it's not that I don't have a lot of backlog steel, it's I don't have a lot of steel. I have a dropped item, where is it?
Flight mode.
Alright, we have solar sail. Now I just need to drag them back up through this mess into the polar region. I mean, the way I see it is, so you know, I might as well have fun with the game if I'm gonna play. Ooh, I'm playing a female character. This completely breaks your immersion when you're playing a video game. You would absolutely hate how we get through the first day or two of the game. I will say that. You would absolutely hate how we get through the first day or two in the game. Because we pre-make all the burgers because all it is beef and bun. I mean, the VOD's up on YouTube. The VOD of the last time I played it is on YouTube. Of the VOD of the last time I played it alone is on YouTube, I should say. The VOD of when I played, I would have to go to Ghost for the VOD of when I played it for his birthday with him. That was a... I mean... Let's be honest. We both know I've done worse. We both know I've done worse. I'm going to keep going today until we get the first solar sails launched, I think.
Flight mode.
I think we named it Fat Ones or something like that.
Flight mode.
I'd have to ask Ghost what he named it, but yeah, we were a little inappropriate with how we named it. I think the one in my single, I think the one I was playing solo with, God, what did I name that? I can't even remember. God, I wish I could remember what I named mine. It wasn't exactly appropriate. Let's just say that. Having to walk to go get power.
Flight mode.
Get as far as we can by flight. It's over here. Oh wow, those. I could have done with like 3 more of those, maybe. The pushover plunge. Alright, well, it is indeed that time where I try to call it a day and usually fool myself into thinking I don't need to go to bed. But I gotta work tonight.
Flight mode.
So let me park myself under the glowing light of our Tesla towers and call it a day here. I will see you guys Monday for sure. For dude, tonight is the start of 4 nights in a row for me. Moving bulk water and stuff like that. So I will see you guys Monday. You guys be safe. Catch you later. And now